These are the problems 5 through 9 in the fractions packet for today. So number 5 says, Heather and Stephanie are comparing the beads on their bracelets. Which bracelet has a greater fraction of solid colored beads looking like this? So the first thing you have to do is let's write down the fraction for Heather's bracelet. So to do that, you're going to count all the beads on her bracelet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 in my denominator. How many look like the black one? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 8s for Heather. I'm going to do the same thing for Stephanie. Stephanie also has 8 beads, and then I'm going to count the dark ones. 1, 2, 3, and 3 8s. So the first thing you want to do is you want to compare the numbers 4 8s and 3 8s and look to see if they show up in your answer choices. A, I could automatically get rid of because they are not using these fractions. And D, I can get rid of because they are not using these fractions. So then what I have to do is I am going to compare 3 8s is greater than 4 8s, or 4 8s is greater than 3 8s. So to do these problems, I'm going to use the butterfly method. So I'm going to multiply 3 times 8 and 4 times 8. So 3 times 8 gives me 24, and 8 times 4 gives me 32. Put in the same symbol. Is 24 greater than 32? No, that is not true. Then I'm going to test C. So Heather's bracelet is larger because 4 8s is greater than 3 8s. Do your butterfly. 4 times 8 is 32. 3 times 8 is 24. Put in the symbol. Is 32 larger than 24? Yes, it is. So C is the correct answer. Question number 6. The shaded portion of the models below represent 2 fractions. These models best represent. So the first thing you have to do is count all the parts for each fraction. So the first fraction has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. And 1, 2, 3, 4 are shaded. Come over to the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 parts with 4 parts shaded. So the first thing you do again is compare the numbers. Do all the fractions have 4 8s and 4 12s? F does not, so F is out. G has those numbers. H has those numbers. J does not. So now I just have to compare G and H. So let's start with G. G, 4 times 12 and 4 times 8. So 4 times 12 is 48. 8 times 4 is 32. Put in the same symbol. 48 is larger than 32. Is that a true statement? Look at the next one. 4 8s is less than 4 12s. So you're going to do the butterfly again. 4 times 12 is 48. 8 times 4 is 32. And put in the same symbol. Is 48 less than 32? No, it's not. So the correct answer for this one will be G. Question 7. Which of the following models shows more than 3/4 shaded? So I want more than 3/4. So the first thing I need to do is write a fraction for each picture. So A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts, 3 shaded. B, 1, 2, 3 parts with 3 shaded. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts with 3 shaded. D, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts with 3 shaded. I then need to write 3/4 next to each one because that's what I'm comparing. And it says it needs to show more, which means greater than. So I'm going to put in the greater than symbol. So I'm going to start with D first, because if you look at D, you should see that I have exactly the same fractions. So the greater than symbol is incorrect. I should have the equal symbol. So D would be out because it does not show more. So then I need to go through and I need to do the butterfly method for each one. So let's start with A, 3 times 4, 3 times 5. So 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15. Put in the symbol. Is 12 larger than 15? No. Go to B. 3 times 4, 3 times 3. So 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 3 is 9. Go to C. 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 6 is 18. Put in the symbol. I forgot to do that for B. So let's go back to B. Is 12 larger than 9? Yes. Look at C. Is 12 larger than 18? No. So my correct answer should be B. Okay, question number 8. When Lindsay went to the post office, she noticed that more than 3/6 of the people in line were women. Which model shows more than 3/6 women? So the first thing you have to do is make a fraction for each. This one's a little... So on this one, you're just going to count how many people you see. So let's do F. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is my denominator. How many of those 5 people are women? 1, 2, 3. Let's go to G. Count the people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many of those are women? These 3. Go to H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many of those are women? 1, 2, 3. And J. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many of those are women? 1, 2, 3. Okay? So I need to compare each one of those to 3/6. So I'm going to put 3/6 as my other fraction. And I'm looking for greater than, so I'm going to put the greater than symbol. Automatically, I can look at G. We're looking at G because you should notice that the fractions are exactly the same, which would not be a greater than symbol, which should be an equal, so G is out. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go through each one and you're going to do the butterfly method. So 3 times 6 is 18. 5 times 3 is 15. So put the symbol back in. Is 18 larger than 15? Come down to H. 3 times 6 is 18. 7 times 3 is 21. Put the greater symbol back in. Is 18 larger than 21? No, that's not true. J, 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 8 is 24. Is 18 larger than 24? No, it's not. So the correct answer for this one would be choice F. Question number 9, it asks which of the following models shows less than 1/4 shaded. So the first thing you have to do is write a fraction for each. 1, 2, 3. 3 parts, 1 shaded. For B, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts, 1 shaded. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts, 1 shaded. And D has 2 parts with 1 shaded. I have to write the fraction 1/4 next to each one of them. And I'm going to be looking for the less than symbol. So automatically I see that B cannot be the answer because I have exactly the same fraction. So the symbol I should have is the equal sign. So B is out. Then you're going to go back and you're going to do the butterfly method for each one. So 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. Put the symbol back in. Is 4 less than 3? No. Go to C. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 6 is 6. Is 4 less than 6? The last one, 1 times 4 and 1 times 2. So 4 and 2. Is 4 less than 2? No. So the only one that is correct is choice C.